up, it's a brand new day. Crazy Lou's here, got something to say. Good morning, gamers, rise and shine. It's time to play, let's have a good time. Morning, morning, gaming community. With Crazy Lou, it's a world of unity. Upbeat and lively, we're feeling so free. In the world of games, we're just meant to be. Grab us, come and eat a scene. Crazy Lou is ready, it's a gaming scene. Plume's training through the worders game. All recent gaming go, it's an A to B. Good morning, come and mooing. It's a world of unity. Upbeat and lively, we're feeling so free. Wake up, it's a brand new day. Crazy Lou's here, got something to say. Good morning, gamers, rise and shine. It's time to play, let's have a good time. Morning, morning, gaming community. With Crazy Lou, it's a world of unity. Upbeat and lively, we're feeling so free. In the world of games, we're just meant to be. Grab us, come and eat a scene. Crazy Lou is ready, it's a gaming scene.
Initiating launch sequence.
Let's begin! I'm back, baby, and good morning, everybody. Also, afternoon and evening, the crazy one. Wish you a beautiful and awesome Monday. Man, chat, how is everyone? How is everyone doing? I've been busy. It's been crazy for me, man. I've been super busy. Not only that, we have had internet problems, but hey, it's fixed. It's fixed. It's fixed. I mean, the person's going to come by later on to add something here so we don't have any more problems, for a while, of course, because, not everything is 100%, going to work, but at least, it's going to be 95% that is going to work, which is an awesome thing, But yes, 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 yes. How is everyone doing? Hey, El Nini, good morning, man. What's up? What's up? Is Sleepy too much? Battlefield 20. What? Oh, man. Good morning. I'm glad you were gaming, Matrix. What's up? What you guys been up to, man? Catch me up. What's been happening? I know there was a Nintendo Direct, which, can you believe that? I still have not seen it. I have to catch up today to watch it. And I've seen a lot of news happening by, lots of stuff going on and everything. I was like, oh, man. We saw even Ubisoft, signing deals with Tencent, which is a good thing at the end because, hell, we want Ubisoft to be alive. So now I think Ubisoft is on the right track. Let's see how they go. But, What's up, Big B Money? Good morning to you, sir. How you doing, Big B Money? What's up, Jesse James? Here we go. I'm dodging tornadoes everywhere I live. Be glad when spring is over. Really? Oh, man, Jesse, man, that sounds horrible, brother. Oh, man. Ah, been killing robots in Battlefield. Nice stuff. Good stuff, good stuff. Oh, man. That is horrible. You've been dodging tornadoes. Yes. It's crazy. It's crazy. Like, for example, here we've had like on what was it, yesterday? Yesterday we had like a small rainstorm. I don't know what the heck was going on here, but power was going in and out, 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 in and out. So I couldn't like sit there and game because the power was every like 5 minutes going in and out, in and out. So literally I had to have the TV and everything down because I said, you know what? If I turn this thing on and start playing games, so this in and out, probably something can get damaged or something. So yeah, maybe I should just game later. So yes, after that, went out to eat some food, came back home, worked on the show, worked on today's show, which of course I had to ready for you guys, and started to game for a little bit. But yeah, Louis just enjoying a limit PS5 Steam only title. Nice, nice, that's good stuff. Until it goes to Xbox. Yes, yes. Well, at least I can play it on Xbox, though. I don't know what the heck people don't talk about that. But either way, though. What's up, Jacob Nova? Good morning to you, sir. I'm good. What's on my mind is I don't know what virtual card is. Game card is. I understand you can share and move digital games to different consoles, But why? The explanation was weird and confusing. Huh. What's the problem with that though? What's the problem with moving your stuff, elsewhere? And let me grab this real quick and then put this down here because I don't want y'all to see this. This is not appropriate for YouTube. Let me grab my watch real quick. All right, got it. So, all right, so let's do this. All right, it's a Nintendo thing. Dude, did you read the news? News about Black Myth Wukong? It was Sony all along. Oh, really? It was Sony all along then? Okay. Sony all along. Really? Huh. 2-week game loan for your digital games. Wow. So let me read this news about the Sony thing. Or do you guys want me to leave it for tomorrow? You guys want me to discuss it today? I mean, this is your show. You tell me if you want me to discuss this. But we got two big topics here today, which oops, not bad. Which it's all about. Yeah, there is a source. Yep, there is a source out there because I saw it was all Black Myth Wukong thing. So yeah, let's go. I saw it this morning too. So Jesse James is right about that. So if you want me to talk about it, I'll bring it into subject because it's just breaking news. Let's go. Let's go get it. It's breaking news. Here, I'll read it for you guys. So let's talk about it. Now, we can talk anything we want. This is y'all show. You guys can say and bring whatever you guys want. I always say that every single morning. All right, let's go. Now, where is it? I saw it this morning. Let me see. Oh, here it is. Found it. I found it. Ooh, baby, I love you. There we go. All right, there it is. All right, you guys ready for this? Let's bring it into screen. Let's share the screen. Okay, where is this? Here it is. Got it in here. All right, so now it's time to share the screen. So here we go. Let's read about this, chat, because you guys wanted me to talk about this, so let's do it. Big Money says today. Okay. Let's go do this. Your expected price for Switch 2. All right, we can get that down in a little bit. My expected price for Switch 2 is going to be between, I think it's going to be 4 and 500. It's got to be between 4 and 500. It's got to be between that. So, let's talk about this. And good morning to you, David Coy. Good morning to you, Danny Ruman. Good morning to you guys, man. Hope you guys had a fantastic weekend. I know, like I said, I haven't been on since Thursday. I have internet problems, but, it's fixed. I hope it's fixed because if it's not, But in the end, though, I hope everything's fine. Black Myth Wukong received tons of support from Sony. All right, let's go read this. So, PlayStation recently revealed that it has provided extensive support during development to Game Science, the developer of Black Myth Wukong, among others. Really? You guys gave them that extensive support to release the game and what? What was the price? I mean, not the price of resolution to it. Was it 720? Okay. Spotted by Game about a new interview with Phil Rosenberg, SVP of Global Partner Development and Relations at Sony Entertainment, revealed details about third-party games receiving support from PlayStation. I mean, if they give them support, right? I mean, if they give them tons of money, I mean, shit. But okay. Rosenberg first stated that the content ventures team at Sony is excellent at identifying new franchises and bringing them on. They have discovered games like Stray, Genshin Impact, Black Myth, Wukong, Stellar and more. Oh. Rosenberg added that there's nobody better in the world than Christian Svensson and Schwayne Benson. Okay, sorry if I butchered your name, guys. At finding these hidden gems and nurturing up and coming companies. They are usually very difficult to find. Moreover, the third-party account management team and the partner development team at Sony provide tons of support to games like Black Myth, Wukong, Stray, and more, and often first points of contact. These were rumors earlier last year that Black Myth Wukong has not been released to Xbox due to an exclusivity deal with Sony. Also, Microsoft representative later added that the delay was due to the platform limitations. However, early this year, the CEO and founder of Game Science confirmed that the Xbox port of Black Myth Wukong didn't arrive due optimization issues on the Series S. In other news, the Black Myth Wukong knockoff has appeared on Nintendo Store. Also, check out CEO's views on Wukong not winning Gaudy. What are your thoughts on Black Myth Wukong receiving tons of support from Sony? Let us know in the comments below. So this was Sony's doing then. Okay. Well, what can we do, guys? I mean, shit. So this was Sony's doing, huh? Interesting. So Sony pretty much came by and gave him tons of support. I mean, they gave him support, of course, but the thing, what I still find weird, and I still question myself, is about that it does not say Sony Interactive Entertainment at the beginning, or Sony didn't like. It was a weird thing, though. I mean, this was a weird thing with Black Myth Wukong. I still am the guy that still believes that it was not an exclusive deal. But if there was an exclusive deal, well, hell, what can we do? It's there, you know. Exactly. I mean, I'm still confused with that exclusivity deal thing because I don't know, Eleni. This is like Black Myth Wukong is a weird situation. They were saying that it's the console platform. They were saying Sony had an exclusivity deal, but yet I don't know. They never came out swinging saying yes, we have an exclusivity deal. We have something happening. I think they're just like trying like to look and point fingers at Sony for something that, to be honest, though, I don't know if it's 100% true. I'm still like 50-50 on this, to be honest. People keep saying that Xbox is dead, but Sony acts really scared of Xbox. Dude, we've been hearing for Xbox is dead since, I don't know, since the dawn of time. I mean, I've been hearing for like 11 or 12 years that Xbox is dead. Seriously. Because in the 360 days, I mean, all I was doing was playing games. And then when 2014 came by, um, but when 2014 came by, you know, they had the Xbox One. They were saying, yeah, the Xbox is dead. The Xbox is dead. The Xbox is dead. And it's been from 2014 till now. The Xbox is dead. And I don't see them dying anywhere. I see them making a shit ton of money. But okay. All right. Keep on with that. All right. So, hey, Louis, backwards compatibility on 360 is so good. I hadn't signed up for the free Xbox Live Silver account. I would have been able to use the feature. I love Xbox Live Silver better than Gold. All right. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. Happy you're enjoying your old content. It's always good to enjoy content. That's why I like it when they bring it over, you know, to new and make it, you know, for better, you know, for the new controls and everything, man, and just have a blast with those games because, man, we had a ton of crazy games to play. So, like I was saying, though, I mean, if Sony comes out and says, yeah, we have a exclusivity deal with Black Myth Wukong, then I'll be like, okay, you know, there it is. All right, it's been an exclusivity deal. So at the end, though, this is like almost a year old now, guys. And after Black Myth Wukong came out, right? What have we been doing? Because let me tell you something. That was a rant for literally for like 2 or 3 months. Nowadays, it's just one or two people that are still ranting about that. And if they have not played it and still have not figured it out, then shit. There is a way to play it. I keep on telling you guys, it's GeForce Now. So yeah, you can play it on your Xbox, even with a better resolution than the way that's running on PlayStation. You know, when it came out, because I don't know if that thing has got an upgrade. I don't know if it's looking better. But at the end, though, you can play it on your Xbox. You can. Just look for it. You can go to Steam, buy the game, and load up GeForce Now. Sign up to GeForce Now and play your damn game and have your blast, man. Just Jesus. News that's a year old. They're still trying to like. It's weird because they still trying to pinpoint what is the problem. And seriously, I can tell you right now what the problem is from my heart. This is not bashing anyone out there or anything, but the problem for me was that these guys did not know how to work on a console. They went to experiment on a PlayStation, right? They released it on PlayStation with not the best resolutions and everything, right? And of course, they released the game, and all right, it did pretty much okay, but Jesus Christ. I know GeForce is not free, Elnini. I know that for a fact, but if you want to play the game, there is a way to play the damn game. Oh, I mean, Black Myth Wukong is not for free either. And Elnini, it's not going to take you a month to finish this game. It's not going to take you a month to finish this game. It's not. It's not. It's not going to take you a month to finish this game. It's not like a big ass Elden Ring game, you know. It takes you like in a month or two. It depends on how much you sit down and play. But at the end, though, You can finish. Let's see how long that game is. Hold on. Let me check how long it is because I heard it wasn't really that long. See Black Myth Wukong. How long to beat? All right, let's go see. How long to beat Black Myth Wukong? It's 37 hours plus story. I mean, it's in total it's 48 hours. Like if you want to complete it, like do a completionist thing, it's 67 hours. That's how long that game is. It's not really long game. Like, you know. Ah. Now you have to pay for the game and GeForce Now over for streaming service. Come on, Louis. And Nini, if you really want to play the game, if you really want to have access to it, I mean that's the only way to go. Also, there's Boosteroid. So at the end of the day, if you really want to play the game, you can get it. I mean, all you got to do is for example, you wait for a sale on the game, right? Because trust me, there's been sales. There has to be sales on this game. Get it for a good price. Subscribe to GeForce Now and just play it for a month. Just pay a month, man, and just have a blast, man. That's all you gotta do. Game on Jesse, having Wukong exclusive did not move the needle for Sony. I don't know why they waste money on. Well, I mean, look, the thing is, what is moving the needle for Sony? Because we have like a really good subject to talk about today, and then that is if PlayStation games are actually selling really well. Which I saw the chart, and I was scratching my head a little bit on this chart, and I was like, this one's interesting though. This was interesting because I said, this is. But we got to talk about this one, guys. We got to talk about this one. This one is super interesting about if games are actually selling over there because I mean I was sitting there reading through and I was like, huh? On Steam they seem to be doing better, but over here it's like, yeah, it's all right. But yeah, I mean, dude, like I say, there's a way to play the game. At the end of the day, and it's not like we don't have access to play PlayStation games. We have access to them. The thing is that nobody goes out there and talks about it. They rather stay quiet. They rather shut up. They rather not bring it to the table or nothing. But at the end, though, if someone sat down, a media outlet sat down and said, "Okay, listen, you want to play Black Myth Wukong? You can use GeForce Now. You want to play Days Gone? You can use Boosteroid, stuff like that." Not only that, and if they did talk about it, that will boost sales. It would. It would for the game, but at the end, though, they don't bring it up, and also it would give good promotion on GeForce Now and what's it called and Boosteroid. But hell, it happens. Steam price history says the game has never been on sale. Really, it says that? If I was a console guy, I would have sold my Xbox and bought a PS5. Just being honest. Explain that to me. Why? I want to hear. I mean, that is an interesting thing you bring on the table. Why would you do that? I want to hear what you have to say. Steam on Xbox will end Sony's money hiding unless Sony pays to stop PC releases. Dude, listen. You guys keep pushing Sony that this is Sony's like you need to understand something. And I keep bringing this up. I can never ever ever say that this is Sony's like biggest thing out there that they do that is so wrong because this has been going on since the dawn of times. I'm telling you, this was happening since Nintendo and Sega, where they sat down, signed these deals, and said, "No, no, no, you're releasing this game over here." I mean, there was a big fight back in the day between this. Even Nintendo told Sega, and that's what you guys got to watch this documentary called Sega versus Super Nintendo, the console wars, I think it's called, where they sit down and they explain that situation on how Nintendo told the third-party developers, if you guys put a game to Sega, you guys are not coming over here. That's how they were. That's how they were. I mean, this is something that was happening since the dawn of time. A ton of Japanese third-party games that missed the console. What are the ton of Japanese third-party games that missed the console? Because, I mean, if you're going to bring back Myth Wukong, that's one. Then you're going to try to come around and say Final Fantasy. Well, that's coming out. And that was a deal with Square. But Square took off too. So that one's out of the page, though. But what else is coming out? Because, I mean, we're getting the Yakuzas. We're getting a ton of Japanese games. We got the Personas coming in, which literally they're kicking Square Enix's butt. Off topic, that's a nice watch, sir. Thank you. This is a TW Steel watch. I don't know if you guys heard of TW Steel, but I bought this watch. That like 20 years ago, and the thing was it had a rubber strap, so the strap broke, and I didn't want to get the rubber strap because I was tired of buying rubber strap because they started to break all the time. So yes, I had to get the watch clean because it was kind of like hanging out there because I found it there. They was like, oh, my watch. Okay, let me go get it clean. Got it clean and got a cool little strap for it to last longer. But yes, I'm happy with it. All right, all jokes aside, I really don't need the purpose of buying PS5. They have nothing to offer. Well, there you go. I mean, if we, because I mean, Eleni, if you're gonna bring stuff into the table, like for example, like that, like what would you sell your Xbox, bro? I mean, you guys are so stuck to the PS5 that I keep telling you guys are not saving money over here. Save money. Stop with the ego stuff. You know, if I was you, I'll get both. Save money. Lawyer, excited about the new Doom gameplay we get today? Yes, sir. I am excited. Finally, there's Doom gameplay. More stuff for me to talk about, which hell, I love Doom. We're going to be talking Doom all week if we have to. Hell yeah. All right, Gunbreaker for Stellar Blaze, Silent Hill remake. Silent Hill's coming up next year, but okay. Freedom Wars, Venus Prison, Black Myth Wukong. Okay. Gundam Breaker 4. Stellar Blade. How much does Stellar Blade sell? How much is Gundam Breaker 4? That's why they're going to PC. I mean, you're just focused on those titles. And Silent Hill is coming to Xbox this year, I think. Yeah, they said it's going to be launching this year, unless if they money had it and decide to release it later on down the road. But hell, because Sony are only selling consoles, meaning they aren't willing to expand like Xbox and PlayStation is a mess of also nah. Honestly, can benefit from Xbox Series X than PS5 consoles. And Nini, the weird thing is you're out here talking about what those couple of games you get. So you mentioned 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games you just mentioned. So you think for just those 6 games you will sell your Xbox just to play on PlayStation? Wow. I mean, all right, that's a personal opinion. That's your personal opinion. That's your personal opinion. But I'll be honest with you, El Nini. I'm a guy that always keeps saying this because at the end of the day, I fend for my wallet more than anything. So if I got a service like Game Pass on a console and I'm playing all the games I love to play on that console, right? Because I'm playing them. This is something like I said, this is a personal opinion, right? Oh, go ahead and any mention them all. If you want to mention them all, go. Because I mean, if you're gonna mention me 20 games or 30 games at the end of the day, that's not even a fracture of all the games that Xbox has that I am enjoying, brother. That I am enjoying. And then you're gonna come and say, well, we got Xbox games on PlayStation that I'm enjoying. And then I'll tell you, well, you're spending 70 and I'm spending 20. And I mean, right then and there is just the kill to that thing. Because at the end of the day, dude, I'm saving money. And that's at the end of the day, that's for me what matters. I'm saving money. I'm saving money. And I get to buy whatever one. Like, for example, for me saving money on Game Pass, I got to buy Assassin's Creed Shadows, and I'm having a blast with it. Only an ignorant Xbox gamer will sell consoles for APS 5 over. No. Listen, Mr. Kima, listen. Don't listen. Here's the thing, though. Some people have their personal opinions about how they want a game. Now, am I debating him like trying to shut it down what he's saying? No, I'm not. I'm not debating him for trying to for doing what he's doing. At the end of the day, though, he's got to be happy. If he's happy with his PlayStation, then hey, man, and then he be happy with the PlayStation. At the end of the day, I'm over here saving money, but I wouldn't sell my Xbox because my games are going over there already. Nah, I don't want to sell my Xbox for that. At the end of the day, I'm saving that money. It's like I scratched my head when I saw people out there saying, "Well, if this game goes to PlayStation, I'm selling my Xbox." I'm like, dude, you're what are you doing? Because at the end of the day, what you're buying a license over here, yet you're selling the main console where you can save that $70, and you're going over there buying the console, paying the extra 70 plus the service to play the damn game online. I mean, dude, wake up. I mean, seriously, come on. That's just a stupid debate, though. About South of Midnight Doom Expedition 3 alone crushed all those games. I mean, I'll be honest with you. This list of what he mentions, I mean, Stellar Blade is not a bad game. I'm not, like I said, I'm not like choosing sides here, but Stellar Blade is not a bad game. Silent Hill 2, I mean Silent Hill the remake looks amazing. I mean, I can't wait for it to drop on Xbox for me to play it. Let's see. And Black Myth will come. Now the rest I have not played for me to give my opinion out, but hey, it's everybody's opinion, how they want to play. Louis and everybody got to play Dead Space Ignition on EA Play with Game Pass. Really nice stuff. I mean, so let's talk about this one, guys. 'Cause this one's pretty interesting. This is something that I saw yesterday, and I was like, I gotta talk about this because I'm kind of confused with this. Because I mean, they're like, it's selling well, I mean, in terms of power gains and features on console, on the Xbox Series X, where is the Silent Hill remake announcement to X? And Lenny, why you gotta fight with me with this? Oh dear Lord, shit. Here we go. Hmm. It's Silent Hill remake coming to Xbox. Here's everything we know so far. So remember, right? Silent Hill 2 launches on PC, and PS5 on October 8th, and on Xbox release is still not to be confirmed at this stage. But the game's 2024 immersion trailer contained an infographic that basically says the game has a 1 year exclusivity window on this platform. Here, I mean, what do you think is going to release on the PS2? I mean, I'm just here. I'll post it for you in any real quick, so just for you to see, and then I'll come back to the subject. But here it is. Look right here. It says 1 year exclusivity win on these platforms. 1 year. Now, where else do you think it's going to release on Nintendo Switch or something? Because I mean, hell, this is that's 1 year exclusivity deal. So I think it's going to go to Xbox at the end of the day. And when it does come, I'll buy it. Hell, where did I even played it? What was I playing in October? It was a game I was playing. Oh yeah, that's right. It was Call of Duty. Hey, all right. So let's keep going. So back to this. Don't freeze on me, computer. All right. Here we go. Okay, we're back to this. All right. So burning back into subject, guys. All right. Hey, CBH, forgot how you doing. Good morning to you, sir. Yes, sir. Come on, Louis, stop it. Laugh out loud. Let me see. Louis, people say that Xbox games will finally sell when games come to PS5. Well, I have around 598 Xbox games. I'm tired of that narrative. Oh, Jacob. Just buy your games, have fun, man. Jesus. Don't get, As for announcement, Lou, not an article, but okay. El Nini, if they have an exclusivity deal for a year, it says a year. Hey. I mean, don't you think inside the exclusivity deal for that year they have a sign, clause saying, not to promote it on Xbox till this certain amount of time? My God. But anyways, okay. So we've seen a lot of debate amongst the gaming industry over the past year about whether Xbox Game is right to pull its first-party games on PlayStation. But it's undeniably a profitable decision in the short term of Microsoft gaming business. So the question is right here: how well are Xbox games selling on PlayStation? Here's what the data says. So, but how well are these games selling on the PS5 and PS4? We've got a data, folks, over at Linear Analytics, along with a couple of infographics that reveal the difference between Steam sales and PlayStation for these games. The highlighted games here are Sea of Thieves and Grounded, both of which have described a big sellers and resulted in significant revenues for Xbox, coming in 1.8 million and 432.2K copies, respectively, on PlayStation. So, Sea of Thieves has sold 15 million copies across PlayStation and Steam, while Grounded is almost at 5 million. So, all right, let's sit down and look at this real quick, this little graph right here, because I really want to see what's happening. So, for Steam, we have 13.3 million sales already. I think that's Sea of Thieves. And for Grounded, we have 4.1 and 456, 36.5K. What's up, Safo? Good morning to you, Safo. How you doing, Safo? What's up, man? Shout out to the 31 people here on the show. Please hit the like button. Please hit the subscribe button. And also hit that bell. Let's go. Where is the announcer for Sony first party games? Chris, I don't know who you're talking to, but do you know where they at, buddy? I mean, I'm looking for that person to tell me about where the announcement is at, but damn. The big news that got out of this was that Grounded sold 10x on Steam. It just points out in today's live service, you can have to find and go find customers where they are. That's right, Space Shot. You nailed that one. So, right here, we have 13.3 million on Steam. So, out of the 40 million players that Sea of Thieves has, 13.3 million are on Steam. Interesting. And 1.8 on PlayStation. That is interesting, though. This is a cool sheet because I'm thinking about this, though. Now, the thing is it actually selling on PlayStation? Because that number should be a little bit more higher than what it is. But if you sit there and you look at it as a whole, they're doing pretty well, by porting the games out there. But really, why on PlayStation 1.8 million? Should be higher than that. And Grounded has 4.1 million on Steam and 436.5K on PlayStation. Let's see now. Source Analytics PlayStation data as of March 27th, 2025, and Steam as of March 4th. Okay. That's all in March, though. Sea of Thieves, Red Skull Pirate, Romp, and the game come to Xbox and PC in 2018 and hit PlayStation April 2024, selling 1.8 million copies on PlayStation so far. But to be honest, though, if I sit here and I say, okay, let's do this real quick, let's do the math. So $40 for that game. You think that's a big support? So let's see now. $40. 40 times 1.8. Let me see. 40 times. How much is that? That's $72 million that they made over this game, which is not bad, though. That's actually good money for them to bring in. With $72 million, they can put it into a new game. So, yeah, that's actually a pretty good number, to be honest, though. Interesting. Now, Steam, man, that money's woo-wee. That's a lot of money. Eggs. Ooh, Sourblow with the kill. Damn. Sourblow killing it out there. Gamers nowadays talk more than what they play, unfortunately. 100%. And Nini, why you gotta bring this if it runs better or not? Isn't it the same damn game? Jesus Christ! Oh my God! It's still, and Nini, you're fighting a war that is just not worth even talking about it. I'm sorry, bro. Let's see. Let's keep on going. So, while these might not seem like massive figures compared to Steam sales, Atlanta Analytics says that the Xbox is on track to make some major money on PlayStation consoles with the likes of Forza, Halo, Gears, and beyond. If we look just past Sea of Thieves and Grounded, the firm advises that the more niche Xbox games haven't sold as well as those two on PS5 and PS4. But they're still worth the effort for Microsoft. Here's take a look at them. So here you go. More niche games are selling as well, but are worth experimenting with nonetheless. So copy sold Steam and PlayStation Pentiment of Age and Mythology Be Told. So here we go. So for Hi-Fi Rush, we got 697.2K on Steam and 137.3K. Wow, that's interesting. Such a good game, but did not sell. Just stating facts, Louis. Sorry. Oh, you think that's gonna bother me or something? Because I don't know. I don't know why you think that would bother me. Because at the end of the day, I mean, if you jump in Sea of Thieves, I'm jumping in Sea of Thieves too. If you go in the water Sea of Thieves, I'm going in the water with Sea of Thieves. If you're gonna blow a barrel in Sea of Thieves, I'm blowing a barrel in Sea of Thieves. You're gonna shoot a cannon in Sea of Thieves, I'm gonna shoot a cannon in Sea of Thieves. We're playing the same game. And that's why we have updates to make the game better. Because listen, and you'll see it one day, and probably they have updated and made it look better. But at the end of the day, people don't go back to it and say, well, let's look at this game, which if they did, it would also promote game sales. But, they don't do that. But, hey, hell. All right, so let's keep going. All right, Age of Mythology, 435.0K. 241K on Steam, and Pentiment, of course, 261.3K, 14.0K. All right. Jesus Christ. And here's a bit below report about the report sums it up. Xbox strategic experience with PlayStation ports, even seemingly commercially underperforming ones, are a calculated long-term play. Xbox has been testing the water so far, refining its cross-platform strategy ahead of larger, more consequential releases. The inevitable launches of marquee IP like Gears of War and Halo on PlayStation were unthinkable. But now they are certainly, while some corners of the internet argue that the move dilutes Xbox appeal, the long-term upside of Xbox as a third party is clear. It's worth noting that these are not official sales figures. Oh, so not official. Okay. They're simply best estimate from LN Analytics. Thank you for saying that. Wow. But we're assuming that they're pretty on point, and to be honest, there's nothing overly surprising to us. How can you say an estimate is on point? An estimate is an estimate no matter what. Come on, dude. Ugh. It's no shot Sea of Thieves leading the way, at least out of the games mentioned here. But with Forza Horizon 5 and the on the horizon for PS5, it'll probably get overtaken very soon. Hopefully, we get some sales data for that one ASAP. Hmm. So if you put this, and this is how I see it, if I look at it like individually, like for example, look at Sea of Thieves, right? We're talking about Sea of Thieves is only 1.8 million. That number should have been higher. It should have been at least 3 or 4 million. That number should have been higher. And for Grounded, it should have been higher too. And Hi-Fi Rush, it's something that people were like, yeah, Hi-Fi Rush, no. I mean, this explains a lot right here on why that studio, had. Oh Lord, I don't know why people did not play that game. Such a good game, man. That is such a fun game to play. I don't know why people did not go and get it. That's really a short number, especially on the PlayStation side of things. I mean, shit, it's incredible. These guys are buying a PlayStation just to play more free to play games than anything. Jesus Christ. Oh my God. Age of Mythology Rito. I mean, Age of Mythology, hell. And Pentiment, yeah, it's not a game that everybody's going to like. But at the end of the day, though, if you see it as a whole, they're really collecting the money, and that's important. That's important. At the end of the day, is as long as they're collecting money, because if you see, like for example, Sea of Thieves is it 15 million copies. I mean, you times that by 40. Holy smokes! Xbox is really bringing in that money. 15 million copies times 40. I mean, that's $600 million already that they made. So that's pretty good. $600 million just for Sea of Thieves. Wow, that's amazing. They already paid for that game 2 times already, I think, even almost 3 times. I mean, shit, that's incredible. That's incredible. Mm. And for Grounded, it was only like what? It was like 13 people working on that game. And for 13 people, or was it 12 or 14 people? Was it 12 or 15 people working at that game? I don't remember how many people were working on it. But for it just selling 5 million, let's see, it was 463.5 and it has 20 million players on it. So Pentiment as well. Okay. Pentiment is a decent game. I know. I mean, it's not my type of game, you know? However, was talked about on influencer channels, but you figure 99% of players don't even know it exists. Yep. Space Shot, that tells a lot. I mean, looking at that number, it tells you a lot. It tells you a lot. Jesus. A game that won God and all this stuff, I mean, weird, huh? Weird, huh? But yeah, but for Grounded, man, I mean, they have like what is it, 20 million players? But let's look at right here. So let's say they have 4.2, let's say 4,200,000, right? Times how much is Grounded? Is it $20 or $30 on PlayStation? I don't know. But let's times it by 30 just in case. That's 126 million. So that's a good amount of change. That's a good amount of cash these guys get. So at the end of the day, if you see it as a whole, it's good. But separately, this number should have been up on the PlayStation side. They should have been even more up. But hey, it is what it is. All right, let's keep going. All right. So, chat, there was something that came out here, and I said, I got to talk about this. I enjoy Pentiment. I want to finish, but like everything else, I just don't have enough time to finish games. Really, Safo? Jesus, Safo, you gotta do what I'm doing, Safo. You gotta take one game at a time. Because the thing is, people are like, yeah, I'm playing 4 to 5 games. I can't play 4 to 5 games together unless if I have like a Tony Hawk situation type of game where I just go in and just do tricks. That's it, you know. But definitely, let me see. But you got to play one game at a time, and have like a go-to game that you can say, okay, let me play this game. Doesn't have like a big story to it or something behind it, just for you to sit down and enjoy, just to relax your head. Because that's my problem with playing like two big story games together. I get confused, and then I enjoy one more than the other, and I leave the other one behind. I finished AC Shadows and Downfall this weekend. How was it, Grizzly? How was AC Shadows? What would you rate AC Shadows, and what would you rate Adamfall? Good stuff, man. Wow, that game came out 5 days ago. You ready to finish it? Jesus. I even bring my laptop to work and still don't have time to play a game. Yep. It happens to me a lot too. Happens to me a lot too. Hmm. It happens a lot too. So yeah. All right. So let's see. So yeah, I saw an article out here and I said, we gotta talk about this because this seems interesting. It's the Counter Strike, one of the Counter Strike developers standing on an opinion. So let's debate this, chat. Let's see what he has to say. It's an interesting thing that he brings up, and I really, really, really want to talk about it. It's an interesting one right here. Let me see if I can get it real quick. Do 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 do. Gears and Halo, maybe. I don't know if Halo includes the campaigns, and then more likely. Otherwise, we're talking about IPs that completely competes with Fortnite and Call of Duty. Why switch? Because that's the thing, though, because it's kind of incredible when you sit there and you read this type of news, like for example, the game sales and everything. It's kind of interesting what tells you how are who is actually buying games, right? When you sit down, you look at it, you see who is actually buying the games because shit, it's incredible. You got 75 million PS5 players out there, right? And those 75 million, the top 10 are always what is it? GTA Online, Fortnite, Call of Duty, and all these games. Yet, you got games like Sea of Thieves, which is a pretty good game. It's a really fun game if you play it with friends. Shit, it's only sold 1.8 million. Oh my god! And look at Ground, another game that's fun to play with friends. I mean, that game didn't even sell that much. And Hi-Fi Rush was, especially that game, that it's a game that it even if PlayStation could have said, hey, let me try to get this for the exclusivity deal, they would have tried to do it because Hi-Fi Rush is a really good game, and it's one of those games that you feel like it smells and feels like PlayStation. But damn, they didn't even buy that game over there, huh? Interesting. Let's see now. I'm just making to the third zone in Avowed. I'm taking my time, looking for the tonal fragments. All right, good stuff. Good stuff. Yeah, it did deserve it, huh? Hmm. Adamfall was mid, bunch of game crashes and end game. All right, all right. Good stuff. Good stuff through here. So yeah, I'll wait a while for Adamfall. Either way, I was gonna wait a while because I'm playing AC Shadows, and after I'm done with AC Shadows, I'm moving to South of Midnight. And after I move to South of Midnight, I am moving to my game of the year, which is Doom. I'm moving to Doom. Yes, sir. I'm gonna be playing Doom till I finish it, till I boom, 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 and then everything else like Expedition 33 and all those other games, I will give it a go. So yes, all right. Let's go to this. All right, let's bring this into subject because, like I said, we got an interesting one with the Counter Strike guy here, which I really want to talk about it. That's an interesting one right there. So let's see. Let me bring it up to the table right here. I put the same news. Oh my god. Why? Oh Lord, and I found this good one. Man, I put the same two sources on here. Ah! And I already had it on here. No. Okay, let's look for it. Sorry about that, chat. So let me see. I found this yesterday. Let's see now. Where did I find this one at? Do. Please don't tell me that they did that article because if they did, then I have to switch titles. All right, let's see now. Uh-oh. Where can I find this? Hmm. I had this news on here yesterday, and I accidentally did not post it on here, which I said, let me have it on here because this is a plan B. But it's not on here. No! But maybe if I do this, I can find it. All right, let's go look for it real quick. I know I can find it because Lou, you can find things. Lou, go for it, Lou. You can find this, Lou. You can find this. Watch Lou find it. Just a second. All right, let's see now. Where is this article at? Here we go. I think I found it. Let's see now. Found it. All right. Yes, I told you guys I was gonna find it. Lou, you're the man. Lou, you find things the right way. Yes. All right. So let's talk about this one, chat, because this is an interesting one. So Dolan says, I see high for versus to be Soba. I'm just making a third zone. Okay. There's a reason why they chose Forza. It fills vacuum and is a live service community. Yeah, they never budge. Top 10 always the same. Sony first party nowhere to be found. 100%. Ponies said High for Us wasn't a great game because they. Yeah, oh, did you, David Cohen, you remember that? They were talking about that it wasn't a great game. But at the end of the day, though, David Cohen, at the end of the day, when the studio shut down and already these guys bought it, they're like, yeah, make it exclusive to PlayStation. But didn't you guys say it was a bad game? I mean, I just found it funny. Ah, man. To be honest, both fan bases play mostly third party games, but Xbox gamers will support Microsoft first party games when they release. Oh, damn. Ooh, ooh. Damn, that was a strike right there. So here we go, guys. Counter Strike creator comments on current state of the video games industry. Man, Lee emphasizes the oversaturation in the industry, nothing but a necessary of high marketing budgets for games due to increased competition and development costs. Counter-Strike 2's success with Source 2 engine upgrades appeal to the old and new players, but replicating its original success today will be challenging. Lee highlights PUBG and DayZ as examples of unique games that managed to break through industry clutter, with DayZ's realism and changing gameplay keeping it irrelevant. So, all right. You see, Safo, you want to talk Counter-Strike? Here we go. We have Counter-Strike in the building. Let's go. Which of course it has a really good discussion. So let's talk about this one. Lee, sorry if I butcher your name, co-creator of Counter-Strike, recently shared his thoughts on how the video game industry has evolved over the years. The original Counter-Strike, which launched more than 2 decades ago, has had some major impacts on the tactical FPS genre, particularly in the competitive gaming scene. Lee reflected on the changes of the industry from the time of the game was released to the present day. All right. So here we go. The Counter Strike franchise remains incredibly popular, with the release Counter Strike 2 in 2023 leading to a surge in player numbers. The latest installment transitioned to the Source 2 engine, significantly enhancing the game's visual and modernizing it for today's audience, becoming a hit on both longtime fans and newcomers. However, the gamer's co-creator believes that replicating its original success in today's market will be entirely a different challenge. In a recent interview with D. Zolans on YouTube, Main Lee shared his thoughts in the current state of the video game industry, describing it as oversaturated with both good and bad games. He pointed out that this situation makes it more difficult for truly innovative titles to stand out. Lee also emphasized that the marketing now plays a central role in game success, something he didn't need to focus on when creating Counter-Strike. However, he believes it's still possible for unique games to gain traction, citing examples like PUBG and DayZ, though in a much more competitive landscape. An interview with Counter-Strike co-creator discusses modern marketing budgets for games, not noting that in today's industry, significant money must be allocated marketing for a game to succeed. While there have been many examples of expensive games with large marketing budgets in the past, the combination increased competition and higher development costs, especially for blockbuster titles. Haha! What's up, Mandalorian Martin? How you doing, bro? Good morning. Has made games much more expensive to create. There you go. As a result of the success, the game has become more crucial, leading to higher marketing budgets to ensure a return on investment. You see that, chat? You see that, chat? How many times have we talked about that these games are almost, I mean, not almost, they are average hard budget games. I mean, seriously, they cost a lot of money. So this is why I keep saying, why doesn't PlayStation start sending their games to Xbox, to get the people to buy them? That is the big question that we keep scratching our heads about it. Lee also discussed the overwhelming number of games on the market, believing that the industry is oversaturated with both high quality and poor games, with many simply trying to capitalize and make a quick profit. Despite this, he points to the massively unsuccessful PUBG, which started to as a community-driven mod, as an example that the game has managed to break through the industry clutter by offering players something truly unique. And how many times have I mentioned here that a big breakthrough, especially on the multiplayer, was PUBG? I've talked about that many times. You also got DayZ out there. I mean, that's amazing that they came out, right? And wow, they really broke through. PUBG became big. I mean, even Call of Duty had to switch up the multiplayer scenario. No joke. I mean, that's what happens when you make a really good game. In addition to PUBG, Lee mentions DayZ as another title that successfully gained traction in a crowded market. The hardcore survivor game was praised for its impressive realism, featuring mechanics like thirst, disease, and high-stake gameplay, which created a challenging and immersive survival experience. DayZ continues to receive updates and maintain strong player counts 10 years after its release. Lee also highlights that the game has also began as a mod, an important factor in standing out in a saturated market as it allows for greater freedom and creativity in game development. Hmm, interesting. So, chat, I got a question for you guys. You guys think that the gaming industry is oversaturated or not? Hmm. But this is an interesting article, though. This is an interesting article to read. It's an interesting article to read, like to sit down and state your opinions about how the industry is going, where things are going. I mean, do you guys really feel like this industry is saturated? Is it or is it not? I mean, that's a good question. I mean, we got a lot of games happening out there. A lot of games coming by, the good, bad games. It's crazy. And not only that, the costs are intense. They are intense. They are intense. There's a reason let me see. Pony said half hour. Let me see. Louis, I didn't even notice here. It's 15:28. It's a little more 30 minutes. Nice, nice, nice. To be honest, both fan base play most third-party games. Let me see. Let's keep going. CGS Counter-Strike GO is mostly played, yes, sir, by PC players. It's mostly played by PC players, but hell, if Xbox does get Steam, I can see those numbers go up. I can see those numbers go up and be even higher than what they are right now. If Steam does come to Xbox, I mean, that's going to be freaking awesome. Even though it was announced there, and we know, but at the end of the day, like I said, until I see it 100% in my eyes, man, I can be like, but hell, if that comes up, man, it's going to kick ass, man. It's going to kick ass. But I see that number going up if it goes up to the console, though. Louis, fun fact, EA fired the Plant vs. Zombies creator after PopCap because the creator was against microtransactions in the sequel. Wow. Incredible. Yeah, I mean, Jacob, EA is all about money. They don't joke around. I mean, they have like 30 studios. They shut down like out of 30, they shut down 100. I'm not lying to you. I mean, I know this is an exaggerated number, but EA shuts everything down when it wants to. I mean, damn. I mean, I said the other day, and I was like, how many studios have EA shut down? They have like 20 games that they have shut down. They've gone intense with that. We're just going to pretend like Counter Strike wasn't on the OG Xbox. Yes, it was. I would never pretend that because I mentioned that the other day. I was talking about, like, for example, if Steam comes to Xbox, people were talking about the PlayStation games not coming to Steam on Xbox. I said just with Counter Strike alone, I even posted a tweet out there, Grizzly. I said just with Counter Strike alone, it will be a kick ass right there. Yes, it will. Hope you survived the crazy weather yesterday. Well, we didn't have like a crazy weather. We had like a little rainstorm, but the power was going in and out, in and out, in and out. It was insane. We had like 10 power shutdowns yesterday, so I couldn't game. It's all going different directions. That high end space is afraid to risk and making similar safe games again and again. Yep. It's crazy out there. It's getting crazy. Let me see. The Source engine that is just so happens is used to be for Half-Life. Yep. But there is an experimentation in AA games and below, And then you see games break through with when they innovate something 100%. I demand more games like Mafia and GTA. Laugh out loud. Oh, you demand those type of games? Jesus, I mean, aren't you tired of those big ass open world games? I mean, there's a lot of big ass open world games came on, Jesse. There is a lot of open world games. I mean, for me, I think we should relax a little bit of the open world games and focus on 12 to 14-hour games. Because I mean, look, Safo's one guy on here that says I don't have the time. I'm I'm also one of the guys that don't have the time. Like for example, Assassin's Creed Shadows, it's like a 300-hour long game, and I'm already 2 days into playing it, 2 days and a couple hours in. I put like an hour in yesterday. So at the end of the day, it's time consuming. And then the problem with those long games is it gets to a point where it just keeps on repeating, repeating, repeating. It becomes repetitive, and it's insane how much repetitive it becomes, and it's annoying too. I have an OG of the Counter Strike. Yep, and like I was saying though, right? Mail it to me. He says, Jacob, Jacob, look, I love you, bro. But you do that to me. You know what happens to Crazy Louis' views? They leave, Jacob. You need to stop doing that. You guys need to stop doing that to Crazy Louis. When you guys are not announced, oh, you want me to watch it live here? Yeah, we can watch it live. Okay, I get you, I get you. Okay, we can watch it live. I mean, if you got the time, let me see. It's 9:43. If it's on for 29 minutes, let's see. We'll probably do. Let's see. Because I got to go to work, though. Jacob knows to show it live. Oh, man. All right, so let's see. Let's see if I can get a message from work. I still haven't got it. Okay, we're good. Titanfall used the Source engine. Really? The artist returns. What's up, the artist returns? I agree. Long games and repentance is killer. I didn't realize you were the CSOG. Much respect for anyone who was in the business. Mm. The thing is, right? Look, I actually didn't feed too much bloat with Assassin's Creed. I think they figured out the receipt to keep the game fun. Yeah. Oh, but I'm not in the no, I'm not in the artist returns. I'm not in the gaming industry though. I'm not in the gaming industry. I'm just a podcaster here who just talks games and loves to talk games though. I wish I was in the gaming industry. That would be awesome though. But no, I'm not. 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 But hey Blondie, what's up? Good morning. But here's the thing about Counter Strike, right? So I keep telling you guys this. You guys, like, for example, you see people mention, okay, I have this console because of these games and that and those games. Like, for example, like I saw the whole PlayStation thing going around, right? That PlayStation might not let you play the games on Steam, but for the Xbox, it probably might block it or not. And then I came around and told you guys, what are you guys should worry about what PlayStation does? Because at the end of the day, Steam has over 100,000 games that if it does come to Xbox, if it's going to be an Xbox, we have over 100,000 games to play. And not only that, just Counter Strike alone will whip all those PlayStation games. But I mean, hell, why should we worry about PlayStation games coming to Xbox? I mean, if they do, cool. I mean, people are going to buy it. If they don't, cool too. Thing is, they try to try to make you worry about this stuff just for the clicks. So stop being worried, guys. Just play games. Just have fun. I keep telling y'all. If they come, they come. If they don't, they don't. It's good. It's good. What do you think about the resurgence of side scrollers and licenses in 2025? Old 2D is becoming the new yet again. Here, what do I think about that? The thing is, the artist returns. Right now, everything is flip which for everyone. The thing is with new license games, right? I mean, nowadays games are going to always be a license. That's something that sucks, but it's now the thing nowadays because we're now in the digital era. Back in the day with physical, at least they used to pack the game in there, and you own the CD till the console changed though, and sometimes they brought the back compact because I remember I think the last console that had like the back compact into it like with the CDs and physicals was the PS3, I think it was. I don't know if the 360 played the OG Xbox. I don't remember that if they did. I think they did. I think they didn't. But hmm. But yeah, I mean nowadays everything is a license. Even over there in California, they really put out a law to the video game companies saying, "Hey, dude, stop putting this as you own the game. Put it as a license." So they are obligated to put this as a license. And yes, I know 2D games are coming back, but shit. Hmm. Let's see. I just need to know what this new Xbox handheld. How is that it different from the SSR ROG Ally interface, etc. An Xbox interface, unless they allow native loading in the game in my current library. Interesting. 360 plays some OG Xbox games, not all. Yeah, exactly. Because I don't remember. Because I remember with the 360, I was playing a lot of games. I remember if I went back and played OG games. Yeah, I mean did bring some OG games. Yeah, I remember they bought in. What was it? They had the what's it called? The Warriors game coming in. I mean, they did have like some digital back compact games too, and yeah, some physicals did work. But at the end of the day, though, it has changed. This whole thing now is becoming like a license thing. But I do think, I mean, I gotta get it. I have a Nintendo cassette somewhere that I gotta bring up and see if it reads in the fine print that it's a license. But we gotta really read that out. But like I was saying though, back in the day, you had the game on that console, and yes, it still works, even though because it wasn't digital, but it was just for that console. And then, for example, you had the Super NES come out, which it didn't have like a modifier thing for you to play NES games, right? Remember that? And so it was just Super NES games. And then, that had the GameCube, stuff like that. For PlayStation, although PlayStation 2, you could have played PS1 games. And for the PlayStation 3, you could have played PS1 and PS2 games, I think it was. Yeah, interesting. Yeah, OG games played on Xbox 360. Yep, they did, huh? Louis, is console gaming coming to an end and PC gaming is taking over? Mandalorian, listen, it's not coming to an end. They're trying to scare you with that one. Nothing. It's not. You cannot bring that to an end. Mostly MS games, 462 out of 900 plus games. That was a lot, yes. But they're trying to fear factor you with this. They're trying to tell you, hey, listen, do you remember Azuric? Do you remember Azuric? Azuric. Which one is Azuric? Let's see now. Azuric. Rise of Parithia. Wow. I think I never played Azuric though. Talk to me about it. I think I never played it though. That's an OG. Damn, 2001? Wow. Whew. But here, Mandalorian, just to end the train of thought right there, they're trying to scare you with that. I mean, at the end of the day, consoles will sell. Consoles will sell. And the thing is, the growth on the console side of things has not been growing as much. Like for Nintendo Switch, yes, there was a growth on the Nintendo Switch. There's 150 million people now on a Nintendo Switch, which is a good number. But it tells you that it keeps on going. Yeah, console games ain't ending. PC games are nothing more consoles with Windows. Yep, that's what it is. I mean, at the end of the day, if you're a console guy, you're gonna be playing on consoles. If you want to build your PC, you build a PC. But yes, people try to throw you that idea that yeah, get a PC is the best place to play. But at the end of the day, these consoles are evolving, and I'm thinking and seeing that Microsoft, with this next console, it's going to be a banger. With this next console, is going to be a banger. Matrix, Buffy the Vampire Slayers. Wow, Buffy. Wait, what? What's going on, Buffy the Vampire Slayer? That was a good TV show back in the day. With a cool intro too. A hybrid could kill traditional consoles. Hey, I think it would, because that's the thing, though. I mean, chat. What would you like? I mean, let's be serious. Let's have a good. This is a good question for you guys. What would you like? How would you like your next console to be? Would you like it to have everything into it, or would you like it to be, same traditional console thing, or would you like just to have everything in there? Like, for example, have Windows, have Steam, have Epic, have all that stuff in there, and just for a very fair price than a PC. What would you like, though? As I feel the same thing. Hybrid could kill traditional consoles. I also think that people aren't looking for specialized devices much longer. They buy a Roku to watch all the channels. They buy a console to play the games. Yep, I feel that too. Hmm. Also, man, Lorman, I hope that gets fixed, man. I hope that gets fixed. Xbox Series is already a hybrid console. I don't see the confusion. I would want a console with all backwards compatibility to my account to include the games I pay for. There you go. There you go. I mean, hell, I would have liked that too. I mean, I would have liked that if I could bring back my Friday the 13th game that I bought like 5 or 6 times, When did I'm not just kidding. On Nintendo days I only had it once. But I bought 2 copies now. I would like to play my Nintendo Friday the 13th game from back in the day, bring it over here, my punch out from back in the day. I would love that. Jesus, that would be awesome. I would like a Game Pass combined with EA, Ubisoft, Steam to advanced Game Pass. Nice, good stuff right there. The Xbox Series X runs on Windows 10 column. Yeah, it does. It's already a hybrid console, but now they're making it better. Now they're making it better, man. I mean, if we get Steam, we get Epic, we get all that stuff on there, we're gonna have a blast with all those games right there. And yes, they do, sir. 100%. Pretty good stuff. Pretty good stuff. Pretty good stuff. So let's see now. Let's see where I can find a Doom gameplay because Jacob Novak just keeps on saying, "Hey, Lou, I don't. I hope these channels don't come and bite me in the butt." Louis, the reason many ABK games think Game Pass shit is that many of these games include COD having licensing like music, etc. Okay, all right, yeah, Jacob, I got you. I got you, Jacob. No worries. I got you. I got you. I got you. I'm looking for it, Jacob. I'm looking for it. No worries. Other kinds of switches between game systems for free for a fee as long as you get the accounts on them, the Xbox, Nintendo, PS. Interesting. Rudix! What's up, Rudix? How you doing, brother? They should just add development mode on the box and let us go crazy. 100%, right? Let us go crazy. Let us invent. Let us do this. Shout out to the 34 people here in the show. Please hit the like button. Please hit the subscribe button. And also hit that bell. I shine Lou. They let you put NVIDIA on the next Xbox consoles. Hmm. Oh, that's the main reason? Damn. It's on it. Dev mode in console is the move. 100%. Yes, sir. It's already on it. So let's see now. Let's see now. Let's look for this because Jacob normally drive me crazy, look crazy for doing gameplay. Yes, sir. I hope it's not a long thing, but because I gotta go to the office today. Oh, we got IGN's doing first preview. Let's see now. Oh, this was 2 months ago. Okay, let's see now. Doom gameplay. Let's see who's gonna do some Doom gameplay today. Let's do some Doom gameplay today. Oh well. I'm looking for it, Jacob. I'm looking for it. 10 a.m. EST. All right, I found it. Here it is. Watch this. Watch this. We are watching it live on the Xbox morning show. No, I'm not gonna put that on there. That would be too. That would be too crazy. Hello, is it me you're looking for? All right. OG Xbox version of the game, most of them run great on the Xbox 360 and fantastic in Xbox OG. Oh, nice, nice, nice. All right, yes. All right, I'll put it when the minute comes by, guys, so we can watch it. Yes, sir. Premieres in 4 minutes. We'll watch the gameplay, doing gameplay since Jacob always been saying, yeah, go watch it. I hope it's not a long one, Jacob, because, man, I got to really go to the office. Yes, adding app games would be smart too. 100%. I mean, the store, the mobile store, we're still waiting for it. We're still waiting for that thing to launch. Let me see if Danny has it. Let me see. Doom gameplay. Let me see now if I can get this out here. Oh, it still doesn't have it up here. Okay, okay. All right, so I already have it on there. All right, so let's see. Doom gameplay coming by. Man, I wish I could preview this game too, but damn it. I'm a big Doom fan. I can't believe I could. Oh, man. All right. So let's see now. We're still waiting, Jacob. I'm still waiting for the game. It would increase your graphics by a bit. Really? Nice. Would be great for the next Xbox. Good stuff. Good stuff. But here's the thing, though, guys. I mean, dude, don't worry. Just let. I mean, I keep telling you guys, just let the times go by. Let's see what's gonna happen. We cannot be scared, but what people are saying out there. I always tell you guys, wait for the company, to come out and say something. When they say something, then y'all be scared. I hope NZOI is coming to Xbox this year. Nice. Nice, nice. But at the end of the day, guys, stop worrying. Stop worrying about what these guys are saying. When the company comes out and says, well, we're shutting down this, we're shutting down that, then be scared. But at the end of the day, if they have not come out and said anything that the Xbox is dying, or if they never said, that this is going to be the end of this, then no worries, guys. I mean, just relax, play your games, have fun. Have fun. I don't care. Better be fired. You should join ID at ID software, man. If I join ID, I'll be insane. But Jacob, to do what in id Software though? I mean, all I can do is put on the Doom gear and run around. Because hell, if I worked in id Software, I would be wearing a Doom costume every day, running around, smashing things. Like, give me something to smash. We're bring 20. Let me see, 2,000, 20,256 will bring them one, which is Louis is just. I mean, that would be awesome if I did that. But look, guys, at the end of the day, just relax, have your fun, play your games, and stop worrying. Stop worrying. Just play games, guys. Play games. Stop worrying. We can talk financial situations. Like, for example, we have talked several times on PlayStation that they need to what they need to do to get better. And people are like, Louis, they're doing fine. I mean, they make tons of money. They do this, they do that. But at the end of the day, yeah. Hmm. In Zoe. Let's see. Which one's in Zoe? In Zoe. Game. In Zoe on Steam. Let's see what's in Zoe about. Whoa, that game looks beautiful. And it's got a cat! Damn it. Every life becomes a story. Create your own unique story by controlling the lives of Zoes. Customizing characters and build houses using Zoe's easy to use tools. Wow, that looks pretty cool. And it looks amazing. Jesus. Oh, this looks like a good game. I gotta try that out. Which comes out in March 20. Wait, it's already 31st. Wasn't it out yet? But oh well. All right, so. All right, the premiere's about to premiere shortly. All right, let's see now. We're at the show. 10 a.m. All right, let me do the switch real quick since it's about to start. There we go. Let's open the window bigger just for you to have it. Theater mode. Okay, here we go. So now let's do the switch. Transition. Okay, guys, it's here. Let's put the volume up. I hope I don't get copy strike because if I do, I'll be pretty mad. So. I don't know if you guys can hear the sound. Can you guys hear the sound though? Sound good and clear? Alright, tell me real quick if you guys can hear the sound to the video. That's a good camera. Yes, it sounds like okay, good. Let's watch some Doom gameplay, guys. Let's go. What's happening out here?
We know why historians often refer to the medieval days as the Dark Ages. It's because id Software had yet to invent
Doom the Dark Ages,
and society had lived in absolute disarray until then. Lore-wise, Doom the Dark Ages is a prequel to the last two installments in the franchise, but don't be fooled. It is a transformative new mainline installment in this legendary first-person shooter franchise, and we managed to play it for about 3 hours in a special Doom-themed event, organised by Bethesda in Germany. There is so much to talk about, so let's just do it. Here's our hands-on experience with Doom: The Dark Ages.
Let's go! Good hit.
In the busy town of Wiesbaden, just half an hour west of Frankfurt, Germany, Bethesda gave us a couple of hours to doom our hearts out. After eating hamburgers with hot sauces that mimic the difficulty names of Doom games, from I'm Too Young to Die all the way up to Ultra Nightmare, we were underground in what felt like a dungeon to get some details on what we were about to experience firsthand. Then, after choosing an Xbox controller over a keyboard and mouse to better grasp how the Xbox version may end up feeling, it was time to shoot. And boy, was it a ride. Needless to say, the game looks absolutely incredible. Sure, we were on high-end PCs, managing to brute force this id Tech 9 gorgeousness maxed out at 4K 60 FPS, but it's such a step up from the already incredible looking Doom Eternal. Ray tracing makes every weapon and puddle shine. Extreme weather conditions are just stunning. All the models, animations and vistas look as sharp as any game has ever done. Even the physics engine gets quite a showcase, with a lot of items to destroy, hung bodies and more to play with. Given the previous games, we can surely expect this new iteration of the engine to be very scalable and performant, giving us high hopes for the console versions as well. Our demo was divided into 4 segments, which were effectively slightly altered versions of what we'll find in the full game. Some cutscenes, collectibles and even entire area levels were removed and reorganised a bit just to allow us to experience a larger chunk of actual gameplay. We were only allowed to capture footage on the final of these 4 segments, a majestic siege level that we'll dive into in a bit, but I do get to explain what I played until then. And as mentioned earlier, there's a lot to talk about here. One aspect is that the game will feature a far larger presence of cinematic cutscenes and story, with the lore moving all the way into the action as opposed to staying hidden in the codex. We only saw bits and pieces of it, but there's going to be plenty of named characters, dialogue and more this time. Too early to judge, however, on their delivery just yet, only having seen a couple of minutes of that thus far. The plot is set way before the events of the previous Doom games, so it's a valid entry point into the franchise. I know your trigger finger is itching, however, so let's get to the gameplay, shall we?
Thank you.
Stand and fight. That's the marketing motto for this game, and it's more than just a catchphrase. It's an entire design philosophy in Doom: The Dark Ages. In Doom Eternal, players became masterfully adept at high-speed movement, non-stop dashes to avoid enemy attacks, fast rotation to all of the available weapons and tools to maximise damage, never ever stopping for a split second to avoid taking any damage. For how ridiculously powerful the Doom guy is, he could still only eat a handful of enemy attacks before dying, so speeding around on the ground and air was key to survival. In this preview, I immediately had to force myself to get rid of the Doom Eternal muscle memory. The walking speed feels a tad slower, the air time is reduced with the removal of dashes, and whilst there's some platforming and climbing to do, it all feels far more grounded by design. Doom Eternal was, and still is, a marvellous brutal tango, played at ludicrous speeds and with a level of technicality not normally seen in modern AAA shooters. Doom: The Dark Ages takes a step back, and while it's still intense, it asks players to reconsider their playstyle, adopting a brand new philosophy, the aforementioned stand and fight. Enter what may be the most versatile tool in the history of Doom, the medieval-themed shield saw. This is a combination of a seemingly quite standard circular metal shield, equipped however with a rotating chainsaw blade around its edges. It will be your best friend in this bloody journey, as it can be used in many ways. It can be thrown at enemies to create a devastating homing attack that can smash away multiple bad guys at once. It can be used for traversal, as its recall feature allows the protagonist to leap over gaps that seem otherwise insurmountable.
Oh hell
Most
yeah!
importantly,
That's awesome.
It allows players to parry. The stand and fight motto starts to make sense now, doesn't it? You no longer have to dodge every attack, with the game in fact encouraging you to parry. By holding out the shield in front of them, the player can still move around, but also protect themselves from a handful of shots before eventually needing to recharge the shield. Key elements are the perfect parries, ideally timed moves that can even stun enemies. Often the very act of committing to a perfect parry means that our damage will be amplified for a couple of seconds, so as a strategy it is infinitely more effective than just dodging every hit. This shield is what the entirety of Doom the Dark Ages revolves around. It does have a handful of limitations, but it's a tool with clear offensive, defensive and traverse abilities. Of course, it wouldn't be a Doom game without a large selection of weapons either. You'll find old friends like the shotgun and its double-barreled variant, the plasma rifle and more, with a handful of brand new inclusions as well. What is already the most iconic of the bunch is the aptly named Skull Crusher, a large weapon somewhat reminiscent of Unreal Tournament's Flat Cannon, except for the fact that it crushes dried demon skulls in its barrel, only to shoot their shrapnel all over the place. It's gloriously metal. Each weapon has 2 different modes, each with its own skill tree of upgrade paths.
Nice.
These can range from mere stat boosts, such as increased attack rate, all the way down to elemental effects and other perks that drastically alter the core mechanic of the very weapon. The spammy plasma rifle can be turned into a precise bolt shooter of sorts, or of course the standard and versatile shotgun can morph into the legendary double shotgun. All this with the simple press of a button, even during combat. During my play, I even made sure to retry a couple of combat scenarios with completely different weapon build branches just to grasp how different things can feel. In the opening segment, comprised mainly of chunks of the game's opening level and a piece of level 2, I managed to get the hang of this revamped gameplay. The shield immediately took front and centre. The weapon usage is key to inflict consistent damage, even with glory kills making a predictable comeback, though they are brand new, organic ones based on the player's direction and angle, rather than the scripted ones from the previous games. We can even use a flail for them, which is amazing. Since we didn't get to capture footage of those segments, I'll keep my description for them relatively brief, but we tried 2 of the most awaited moments of Doom the Dark Ages, flying on the dragon and controlling the giant mech. The former is smooth, fast, precise, with combat relying on fast-paced dodges and relentless attacks. What we tried is a segment of a massive level with enormous airspaces, as the Doom guy is tasked with taking down several airships, alternating between on-foot combat or high-speed dragon chases. It's quite wild. Then of course there's the mech parts, which rely on a frankly quite simplistic yet very satisfying combat model. With a handful of melee attacks and once again a focus on dodging for maximum efficiency on the follow-up,
cool.
we can wreak havoc over battlefields. These are littered with a lot of smaller creatures that get squished under our giant metallic feet, or where we get to punch enormous demons of the likes we've seen at the end of Doom Eternal. Both the dragon flying and mech parts are interesting diversions, though we'll see if they manage not to overstay their welcome in the full campaign, the biggest in the franchise to date apparently. The footage you're watching right now is from the 4th segment of our test, a massive siege map as it was being referred to by Bethesda during the event. These are by far the largest, fully explorable maps the series has ever seen, and are basically open-ended hubs of non-stop action. Featuring main objectives, bosses, optional events, collectibles, secrets, dungeons, extra lives and more, these levels can be approached in just about any way or order the player decides upon. There are parts I actually went back to a couple of different times just to see how different builds and weapon usage can alter my experience. And as you can see, there's a lot of ways to deal with encounters in these open-ended areas, though you can't just cheese it by shooting from too far away, as your shots only travel a limited distance. At this point, it may feel redundant to point this out considering id Software's pedigree, yet the absolute core mechanics of Doom the Dark Ages feel so damn good to play. The movement is still fast, precise, snappy. Players get countless options to customise their visuals, controls and accessibility options alike, from HUD colours, custom FOVs, all the way down to individual sliders to manually alter an enemy's health, their parry window, or even the game speed itself. Doom Eternal was already one of the most satisfying and customisable shooters on the market, and I'm happy to report that Doom the Dark Ages somehow pushes the envelope even further.
That's good.
It's incredibly fast, precise and satisfying.
Let's
but
go.
Players can fine-tune it to match their own pace or playstyle to the finest of details. Trust me, we're dying to show you more of Doom the Dark Ages, but this is as far as we could go this time. Fortunately, release is a lot closer than you may realise, with Doom the Dark Ages hitting Xbox Series X, PlayStation 5 and PC on May 15th, 2025. It's also a day one release on Game Pass on Xbox and PC alike. On top of looking and feeling absolutely slick, which is hardly a surprise from id Software, The Dark Ages iterates on what makes Doom so great, but also reinvents its combat philosophy in smart ways while throwing all sorts of new, bold gameplay ideas into the mix. After all, Doom has always been about redefining the shooter genre, and this game seems to promise no less either. We can't wait to dive back into it, and be sure to keep following us for more Doom the Dark Ages coverage in the coming weeks.
Guys, this is great stuff.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit up Ferry.
All right, guys, how did you feel about that gameplay? How did y'all feel about that gameplay, guys? Man, shout out to Xbox Era for that preview. Go ahead and subscribe if you guys want to. They do pretty cool stuff. But guys, how did you feel about that game? Oh my god, oh my god. Oh man, so let's see. I saw some people go down there trolling me a little bit, of course. We have we would rather play Black Myth Wukong than Doom Dark. No, I cannot believe you said that. What would you rather play, Black Myth Wukong over Doom? Hey, Doom is Doom, dude. I mean, Doom has been out there for like, the longest of time, is still alive. One of the best games ever made. I mean, I'm a big, huge Doom fan, man. I'm just too big on Doom, man. It's just every time I see Doom, I just get that smile on my face. Oh man, it just brings so much happiness. Like, for example, look at those kills. I mean, when he went in there with a shield, just like, oh my god. I'm gonna have a blast playing this game. I am, man. Woo! Oh man, the game looks great. It looks great. It does. All right, let me take this off so that way, keep on talking to you guys. All right. Let's see now. Doom looks good, but repetitive. It looks fun. It looks fun. I mean, that's the thing about like I kept on saying about open world games. It gets to a point where it gets repetitive, right? Like I'm playing AC Shadows, right? And the more like I unlock like more sub bosses, it adds up to the sword, which is pretty cool. But it gets to a point where like, hey, I'm doing the same thing because it's so big. That's why I keep on saying we need like these 12 to 15 hour games to come back because hell, I just want to go through it, unlock stuff and just finish it and say goodbye to it. That's what I want to do. Luis gets most when he sees Doom. Nope. I don't get like that, Dave Reezy, but okay. I mean, if I went, and visited id Software, I mean, I should be wearing diapers. Yes, sir. I should be wearing diapers if I go visit id Software, man. Can you guys imagine me being at id Software? Oh my God. David Cohen says, to be honest, Doom 3 is definitely an alternative time like line since Doom Slayer isn't the main player character and the Doom 3 Marine and Doom Guy are actually different characters. Wow. Did not know that. I thought it was the same guy. I have a Super 4 Pro tablet right now. If your internet is decent, go ahead and give it a try. Nice. And being it, I see Doom the Dark Ages being very well optimized and everything except for the Switch. Oh, damn. Ooh. I'll be in San Diego and won't be able to play when Doom launches. No, Dolan Knight, no. I was a Doom guy before, became a Halo guy, but I have to admit, they really know what they're doing at id Software. Yes. I mean, look, Doom for me, you guys don't understand, right? I mean, I've been a Doom guy since forever. Like when I saw Doom 2016 out there, I said, man, I gotta play this. And I had a bunch of friends saying, well, Doom, this and this and this. I said, dude, play the game because I bought it day one. And I told all my friends, dude, you gotta play this game. You gotta play this. And why, man? You guys cannot believe how hardcore and how crazy this game is. The intensity, the insta kills, and all that stuff. And when they got the game, they were like, man, Lou, wow, you were right about this game. Really? Let me see. I did not. I didn't see it. I was pricing GPUs. I thought, oh no, oh man. I like that they said that it makes parts from the end from the levels for the preview. That's cool. That's cool. Gameplay looks good. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. It looks beautiful. Can we get a raid street? No, no, no. This you right there. Should I add an SSD or start saving for GPU? Hmm. I mean, Safo, the question is, do you really need a new GPU or not? That is something you got to ask yourself because, I mean, if your GPU, like what GPU do you have though? I'm glad I ordered the collector's edition, but I'm buying it digital in case my CE gets delayed or arrive too late. I think if you buy the collector's, I think if it's coming too late, I think they send you a code. But at the end of the day, though, Jacob, I mean, hell, we're getting the game's coming to Game Pass, so you don't have to rush it up a little bit, unless you want to play it day one. You know, I mean, if you want to go get it, go for it. Is Halo guy the new Spartan character in Halo? I don't know. Good question. Morning, y'all. Happy Doom preview day. What's up, E-Ranks? Good morning to you, sir. Yes, we just watched the preview, and man, I'm telling you, I'm excited. I'm excited. I know all these guys are excited for Doom. I'm super hyped. I'm super hyped. I can't wait till the day comes by where I can wait a minute. Ah, hell. Oh shit. Hold on. Houston, we have a problem. We have a major problem here. Hold on. Give me a second. Hold on. Something's happening and I'm not happy. Hold on. Because, man, I don't know. All right, hold on. Because I got to go to Tampa in May. So I don't know. Now I'm starting to worry now. No. Now I got to ask because I got to go to Tampa in May. So now I'm looking at the dates. Please, Lord, let it be early at the beginning of May or at the end of May so I can at least, get a couple hours of gameplay. Ah, hell. Man, that sucks for Lou. What am I going to do? I got a 4060 Ti. I'm planning on replacing it. I'm using a 3080 right now. I mean, you got a 3080. I mean, if you got a 3080, I mean, that's good enough. I mean, I got a 3080 in my PC and it runs good enough games for now. I mean, if you're in a rush, I mean, if you need more storage for me is more important than GPU. I mean, there's not. What's the big difference though? But I mean, if you got the 4060, then switch it. But at the end of the day, though, I mean, why? Like, get your SSD. Storage is way more better. Like, try to get the most SSD as you can because these games are big. So I would get the biggest storage that there is out there. Yes. Let's see now. When is this thing out? Oh Lord. Oh my God, we still don't have a date. No, we still don't have a date. We don't. Oh man, this is bad. This is bad. No, 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 this is bad. No, no, no. Well, chat, we just saw the Doom preview. And listen up, the crazy ones gotta go. I gotta run into the office chat. I got a couple things I gotta do. And tomorrow we'll be talking more Doom. That's what we're gonna do. Talk more Doom tomorrow. Did he get a copyright strike on YouTube? My life is over. No, I haven't yet. I haven't yet. We'll check on later on. Let's see if I get it though. Let's see if I get it. But chat, like I was saying though, we'll talk more Doom tomorrow because I gotta go to the office. I gotta do something because this past 4 or 5 days I've been talking to clients and everything. I have orders dropping in my phone that I gotta get ready, and yeah, I just got a lot of things happening right now. Let's see. Hugo Martin, game director, teased that we might get another prequel to Doom 2016. He said there's more to the Slayer's past. That's awesome. That's awesome if we do that. That's awesome if they did that. I mean, look, Doom is awesome. No matter where they go, no matter what timeline they're at, Doom is always great. I love Doom. One of my favorite games out there. Always been my favorite game since I was a little kid growing up. You guys cannot believe it. But yes, chat, tomorrow we will talk Doom. So chat, before I go, tell me what you've all been playing. I've been playing Assassin's Creed Shadows. I'm just focused on that game. And I'm already 2 days. Let me see how many days I already put into it. I'm gonna start posting on my gameplay previews and stuff like that, because there's some beautiful views in that game that are just amazing, amazing, amazing. But I'm really having a blast. Right now, the game sits for me between an 8 and a 10. So it sits right there. I haven't given my final judgment, but it's sitting between an 8 and a 10. So let's see. Once I finish the game, I'm gonna give you guys my final review about it. But man, I'm having a blast. The game is really freaking good. What's up, Sin? How you doing, brother? What's new? What's going on, man? So let me check how many. Let's see now. Let's see now. Let's check for the achievements. How much time have I put into this game? Because I put in a lot of time into AC Shadows. So hold on. Let me see if I get my stats up. Come on, show me the stats, baby. Oh, never mind. Hold on. Let me see now. Here it is. The stats. I have 2 days, 2 hours, and 17 minutes into the game. Real fun. Real fun. Playoff wheels in Battlefield 2042 and NCAA 25. Read that. Oh, that's awesome, man. That's awesome. That is awesome, man. That is fantastic. Yeah, Doom 3 Doom 3 had the scare factor into it. I love Doom 3. I really had a blast with Doom 3. It was a good one. It had like the scare factor because you're stuck in like the corridors and stuff like that. It was amazing. They really did amazing with all those Doom games. I've not found like a really bad Doom game out there. I have not found it. I don't know why they gave Doom 3 bad reviews on the Xbox and stuff like that back in the day, but Doom 3 for me was really good. I mean, I have not found that one Doom game that I can say it's awful, god awful. It could be the Game Boy version or something like that. I mean, hell. But it's still Doom. There's just no way to say there was a bad version of the game. Yep. Well, chat, thank you all for hanging out with me today. Thank you all for coming by, guys. You guys rock. You guys are awesome. Thank you all for super chats. Thank you all for memberships. I love you guys to death. I seriously do. You guys really, like I said, you guys really bring in the show like always and do all this cool stuff and cool conversations with me, guys. I love you guys to death. I seriously do. I love you. Seriously. You guys are the big reason, why I jump in here, and have fun every day talking video games. That's what I'm thinking. 46 is 8 gigabytes, 38 is 10 gigabytes. If I think of something with 16, I'll be fine for a few years. All right. But listen, get your SSD first. And then down the road, like after that, just save for your GPU. Get your storage first. And then down the road, buy your GPU. I mean, there's no rush with the GPU because you got a pretty good one if you got a 3080. I mean, that's how I see it, though. I mean, that's how I see it. But again, I'm not the biggest techie guy. I'm just giving you how I see it. But guys, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and also hit that bell so it can tell you when XBI content comes on. And guys, have a beautiful, and an awesome Monday. And as always, I will see you guys on the Xbox International Podcast on Wednesdays at 7 p.m. ET right here on this very same YouTube channel with Sourblow, the Big Plume, and Silent Cypher. And on Fridays, if they invite me, if they don't, XPI in Espanol at 7 p.m. ET with Elvis, Aliencita, and Metal Berserker. And Mondays through Saturdays, good morning with Crazy Lou Gaming when I send the signal out. When I send that signal out over there on YouTube, Discord, or on Twitter, or Blue Sky, and that's why you gotta hit that bell so you can know when the crazy one comes out to talk about what's happening in the gaming news world. Have a beautiful day, y'all, and I will see you guys tomorrow morning on Good Morning with Crazy Lou Gaming. Bye, y'all. Have an awesome one.